In the sprawling interstellar academy known as the Galactic Institute of Science and Exploration, students from dozens of species gathered to learn about the universe. The institute was renowned for its advanced curriculum, cutting-edge technology, and the diversity of its student body. Among the bright minds was a young human named Luke. Luke's reputation preceded him, not because of his grades or charm, but because of where he came from, a so-called Deathworld. The term was whispered among other students with a mix of awe and skepticism. To them, Deathworlds were harsh, unforgiving planets where survival was a daily battle against nature itself. Humans from such worlds were said to be tougher than most species, but also rough around the edges. On this particular day, the biology class was unlike any other. Professor Terral, a calm and respected expert in xenobiology, had arranged a live demonstration. In the center of the classroom, enclosed in a transparent but reinforced containment unit, was a live predator specimen from the wild jungles of the planet Varus 9. The creature was a large four-legged beast with sleek fur, razor-sharp claws, and eyes that gleamed with predatory intelligence. It was known to be dangerous even to native predators, and its capture had been a risky mission by a recent expedition. Professor Terrell addressed the students. "Today, you will observe the hunting and defensive behavior of a true apex predator. Note its agility, its tactics, and how it reacts to various stimuli. But remember, never underestimate the danger this creature represents." The students watched closely as the predator paced within the enclosure. Suddenly, the professor introduced a live prey animal into the space, a smaller, agile creature native to Varus 9's undergrowth. Almost immediately, the predator sprang into action, chasing and cornering the prey. The room buzzed with excitement and tension. Some students leaned forward eagerly, others exchanged nervous glances. Then a sudden warning alarm echoed through the classroom. The containment field flickered. A collective gasp rose as the predator lunged toward the edge of the enclosure, and the field faltered just enough to allow the beast's claw to slice through the barrier. Chaos erupted. Students screamed and scrambled back, desks overturning. Professor Terrell activated emergency lockdown protocols, but the predator had already slipped into the classroom. It was every person for themselves. In that moment of panic, all eyes turned to Luke. He moved with calm precision, a stark contrast to the frightened chaos around him. From his satchel, he pulled a small, compact device, an electronet launcher designed for wildlife containment. But what shocked everyone more was his demeanor. Instead of running, Luke stepped forward, eyes steady and unwavering, facing the predator head-on. The beast growled, circling him, muscles tense and ready to strike. Luke's voice was firm but calm. "Easy. I'm not your enemy." It was an odd moment, as if he were communicating not just with words but with something deeper. Years on his homeworld had taught him the meaning of respect between hunter and hunted, a language beyond speech. The predator hesitated, muscles relaxing slightly, eyes narrowing with curiosity rather than rage. Luke fired the electronet, but with surprising accuracy and care. The net expanded silently, wrapping the creature in a gentle but firm embrace, immobilizing it without harm. He moved quickly to secure the net, then calmly switched the device to emit a soothing frequency, designed to calm distressed animals. The classroom fell silent, shock settling into awe. Professor Terrell approached, visibly impressed. "I have seen many handle dangerous creatures, but never with such respect and control." Luke shrugged modestly. "On my world, survival isn't about domination. It's about understanding the balance. This creature is dangerous, yes, but it's not mindless." The incident became the talk of the Institute for weeks. Students and faculty alike debated and discussed Luke's actions. Many admitted they had underestimated humans from Deathworlds, imagining them as brute survivors rather than thoughtful and skilled in subtlety. Luke's demonstration was more than a lesson in xenobiology. It was a lesson in humility and respect. Days later, in a private conversation, a fellow student from a high-tech species approached Luke. "You handled that predator like a master," she said, admiration clear in her voice. "How do humans from your world learn to do that?" Luke smiled. "It's not just us. Our world teaches us early that every creature, no matter how dangerous, has a role and deserves respect. We learn to read their behavior, their intent, and to respond, not just react." The story spread beyond the Institute, reaching scholars and explorers across the galaxy. Expeditions began consulting humans from Deathworlds for their unique skills in dealing with hostile environments and dangerous fauna. The reputation of humanity shifted, from fragile newcomers to adaptable, wise, and resilient survivors. Luke's calm and confident handling of the Predator was a turning point, not just for him but for all humans. It was proof that while Earthlings might come from a planet viewed as harsh and unforgiving, their greatest strength was their ability to adapt, understand, and coexist with the dangers around them. And so, the galaxy learned a new truth. What looked like savagery was often the source of the deepest wisdom. In the face of danger, humans did not just fight. They listened, learned, and prevailed.